This is WGTD Sports. You're back for the second of 6 games we have today for you at the 2021 Holiday Classic, the second of the ladies' games. Coming up on deck, we've got the Bradford Red Devils taking on the Racine Prairie Falcons. Like I said, this will be the second of 2 women's games that we have today. First game ended with a score of 54-34 for Indian Trail, losing to the Westosha Falcons. We've got 2 teams named the Falcons between both of our first 2 games. Funny about that. So we are going to prepare for this game. I'd like to remind you, if you want to head down to Tarble Arena and watch all these basketball games, it's open to the public. It's, I believe, just $6 for tickets. If you want to head down here, come by, say hi, and check out some high school basketball. We'll be here all day taking you through the final game when it concludes around probably 9 o'clock tonight. Now here's our starting lineups for Bradford and Prairie. All right, and so the starting lineups for the 2 teams we have playing today. A discerning listener might have picked up on the fact that between both of these teams, nobody in the starting lineup is a senior. We've got only underclassmen on both sides of this game. In fact, the only senior on either team is number 40, Kennedy Hamilton, on Racine Prairie. So we've got a lot of players who, if they put on good shows today, if they've performed well this year, you can look forward to seeing them back next year for your team, if not for the next few years, as Racine Prairie wins the opening tip-off of our second game of the Holiday Classic here at Tarble Arena. Once again, I'm Jacob Keefe. This is WGTD Sports. Glad to have you on board here. Racine Prairie in the blue jerseys as Bradford strips it away, works it down court. Easy layup, and they will pick up the first basket of the game on a beautiful steal heading back the other way. Haley Christensen with that steal and score. Shot from the perimeter, rebound picked up by Racine Prairie, and they put back their own rebound. Early scoring to start off this game. If you'll remember, it took us about 3 minutes to get a bucket, so in our first game. So potential for a higher scoring offensive game so far in this one. Good hustle there by Racine Prairie as they try to force the turnover, and they do. It's number 5, Meg Decker, with the pressure on defense to force that turnover. She will get to work on offense. Methodical passing around, mid-range shot, rattles in and out. Good rebound by Prairie, and they put it back. Bradford tries the layup, no good. Defended well in close. It's in transition. Good effort there by Prairie. I'd like to make a correction. Prairie, it sounds as though they are the Hawks rather than the Falcons. That's my bad at the beginning of the game. So the Hawks hold a 4-2 lead early in this one as they get to work on offense once again. Swarmed by the Bradford defense and close. Doesn't matter. Another strong bucket there from J.J. Barnes. Passing low. Overhead. Deflected. Wide open look. Bradford gets back and a foul. So that will be a shooting foul. Leads to 2 for Prairie. I believe this is number 11, Ava Collier-White. Hits her first free throw here. Shortest player on this Prairie team at 5'4". And so the second shot is good. Prairie opening an early lead here in this contest. Nice pass over a couple defenders for 3, and it's good. Excellent work on the assist there, followed by a nice shot from outside. Ava Thomas with that 3. The 3 is answered by Prairie. Looks as though somehow there's been another turnover by Bradford, so the Hawks will retain possession after the bucket, it seems. Inbound to the baseline. She doesn't have an option. Finally finds somebody in the corner. Shot from the top of the key. Bounces out. Bradford. Good pass in transition, but the defender is closing. Attempts to steal. Doesn't manage to keep it in, however, so Bradford will be able to set up here on the inbound. All right, good pass in close. Shot is low, though. And is knocked away by Bradford. So Racine Prairie will take possession here. Much higher scoring to start this second game of our slate today. 11-5, just through the first 3 minutes of this one. Can only hope to see the tempo continue like this as the game goes on. Good box out there by the Bradford defender. Forces the bad shot. And the rebound is recovered by Bradford. Until she is fouled by the Prairie player. Much like Indian Trail, this is the first of 2 Bradford games we'll be seeing today, as later tonight, the men's team will be taking on the St. Joe's Lancers. Once again, that's Bradford versus St. Joe's. Later tonight at 7:45, right here with WGTD Sports. Good work to the outside from the corner. Air ball deflects off the Bradford players, so Prairie will regain possession. Jump pass there from the Prairie player. And it's turned over, mishandled. Shot from 3. That one ends up short. Once again, deflects off the Bradford player. Crowd seems to have filled in a bit more for the second game today. Much like the first game, Tarbell Arena has started a bit quiet, but will escalated volume as the game goes on. Good pass around. Looking for the open three. Said it's a 2, and that one rattles out. So Bradford heading back the other way. Down low, good pass. No basket. Fouled before the shot. So Bradford rather, will inbound along the baseline. That one's stripped. Number 5, Meg Decker, forces a turnover, looking for a passing outlet. Good, quick passing by Prairie. Banks it in for the 3. Ooh, good physicality down low. Goes up, snatches that pass, and gets the bucket. Well, the floater can't get it to fall. Skirts the baseline, but her foot stepped out. That's going to be going the other way. Tried to tiptoe along the line there, but could not manage to keep it in. So about a third of play has elapsed here in this first half. Prairie with the early lead, up 7 on Bradford. Bradford's hit some good looks, though. They just haven't had as much success, especially with those deeper shots. Prairie's defense has been very aggressive so far, doing everything they can to get their hands in the passing lanes, get deflections, force turnovers. So for Prairie, Kennedy Hamilton checks in, while Morgan Smith, the freshman for Bradford, will check into the game. Three just barely touches the front of the rim, but they get the rebound back, and it's good. Number 22, Nevaeh Thomas, the junior. That pass is deflected and is picked up by Bradford. Bradford has no seniors, but 3 starting juniors, so expect to see these juniors sort of serve as the leadership group for this team, especially as this game goes on. Good pass inside. And a bucket for number 23, Sadara Farmer. Got to keep it in front of the half court. Good save there. Finds a wide open shooter in the corner. Hits the back of the rim and rattles out. That one's out of bounds, and it's going to be Bradford ball. Good effort there to try and keep the ball in. Bradford manages to secure the possession. So that one is turned over. Bradford's had some success early in this game, moving the ball into the post. Sadara Farmer particularly has had a lot of success playing physically down low. High pass. That one's out of bounds. She pats her chest. She says, that's me. That's my fault. I got to get that one lower. Number 11 there, Ava Collier-White. Good swing pass over there. Gets the rebound and fouled. So that will be 2 there for Bradford. 2 of those juniors we mentioned, Nevaeh Thomas, one of them at the line now. Sadara Farmer have both had success inside. So 2 shots here for Bradford. Bradford fell into a bit of an early hole, but they've almost pulled it back at this point. Down 2 with 1 more shot to come. So she makes them both. High pass. That one is scooped up by Bradford. Prairie has had no problem trying to stay aggressive on those passes. And we've got a good one here so far in the first half. Our score, Prairie 14, Bradford 13. We are going to take a quick break. We will be right back with you. This is WGTD Sports.
Here's to those who break the mold, to the few who dare to dream. We see you. We understand you. We are you. Bring your ambition to Gateway, and we'll supply the world-class training. Our facilities and programs are state-of-the-art, and our staff are experts in their fields. We're the #1 choice for those who want to be a part of something more. Put your ambition into motion at Gateway.
How much excitement can you fit into a weekend? The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. The Passport has a versatile interior for active lifestyles. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
(14-13) the score here. Prairie with the 1-point lead. 10:49 left to go. Our contest here at the 2021 Holiday Classic, brought to you by WGTD Sports. Both teams have played rather aggressively on offense, but it seems as though we've seen two different trends emerge. Bradford's had a lot of success working the ball into the post, so that one is turned over and goes back the other way, whereas Prairie has passed the ball aggressively and has led to some great chances for them as that one heads back the other way. Bradford in transition tries to get the shot off. That's blocked. We've got rushes going down both ends of the court. Number 5's got speed. That one misses. So they run along the sideline, attempt to save it. A hard fall on the sideline there. Looks as though she's okay. Bradford will take possession. So if I'm the Prairie defense, I look to shut down that interior game from Bradford. Whereas if I'm Bradford, get into those passing lanes. Don't allow Prairie to attack those passes. Works in low, and she's fouled. So 2 shots here for Bradford with an opportunity to take the lead. Exactly 600 seconds left to go here in this first half. It's the 5'10" junior, Sophie Lawler, checking in for Racine Prairie. So the first shot is a miss for Bradford. Racine Prairie seems to be a bit thinner on the bench than Bradford by comparison. They've only got 10 players here, as listed on my sheet. And the second shot is good. So Bradford makes 1 of 2. So our game is tied with 10 to go here in the first half. Number 11, Collier White, takes the shot. They gave her space, but it misses. Hit the front of the rim. Possession picked up by Bradford. One-handed pass, no luck. Deflected. Brought back the other way by Prairie. Tries to pass it down into the post, but it's deflected by 2 Bradford players before it heads out of bounds. We've got some bright kicks from players on both teams here in this game. So the ball is inbounded to number 5. Decker swings it around to Collier White at the tip of key. Good passing. And that's a 3 from Reese Yaramillo, the sophomore. Gives Prairie back the lead. Shot from deep. Hits the back of the rim, bounces out. A good attempt, but to no avail. So Prairie resets. Drives the net. Hands in her face. Bradford secures the rebound. That is a foul. Leave a blocking foul there by Prairie. So Bradford will inbound the ball here. Once again, a neutral site game here at Tarbell Arena. Prairie technically the home team, while both of these teams are playing in the arena they are unfamiliar with. What an attempt on the layup. Swings around underneath the basket, tries to lay it up from the opposite end of the post. No luck. But a foul means that Bradford will shoot a 1-and-1 here, I believe. These will be taken by number 20, Morgan Smith. First shot is good. Sarah Farmer cut the ball on the back of her head in the bounce there. And that one rattles out. So gets the offensive board. Got bumped on the head. Got the offensive rebound. Tied the game up for Bradford. Heck of a trip down the floor there for Sarah Farmer. Pass inside, deflected. Good active hands there by the Bradford defense, going back the other way. The layup, a bit short. Both of these teams seem content to play in transition, moving the ball up and down the court quickly in this one. Shot from three. Good board there by number 25. That's Lily Jorgensen. The second attempt misses. The ball's kept in. Bounces out. And it will be a Bradford possession. $17 here with just a bit under 8 minutes remaining to go in this second of 6 games we'll have for you today at Tarbell Arena. A lot of bodies in close. Big outlet pass there. What a feed! That one was all the assist by Prairie. We're going to get another look at that one later. That must have been a 60-foot pass down court. There's a foul there on Bradford. So they will head to the line. One of the prettiest passes we've seen all day. One-handed 50 feet down the court in transition to get the easy layup for Prairie to give them the lead. As Bradford looks for a chance to answer back at the line. Sarah Farmer makes her first. Drains them both. Good strip. Speed in transition with the layup. That's the second time we've seen that from this Bradford defense. Number 11, Ava Collier-White, loves that steal. Big outlet pass. And a block by Bradford. You can probably tell over the stream, but it's quicker in person. These teams play fast. They have been flying up and down both ends of the court so far this game. Aggressive on defense. Have been unafraid to play on the fast break. As there's a shot from Prairie. Bounces off the rim, the background, and rim. Big three there from Prairie, 22-19. Good pass from side to side. That shot misses. Bradford is fouled. So that is a timeout by Racine Prairie. So they have a 3-point lead with 6 minutes to go in this game. I'd like to remind you that coverage of the 2021 Doctors of Physical Therapy and Go Sports America Holiday Classic, powered by WGTD Sports, is presented by Honda Kenosha. 'Tis the season. Build your desired lease for a 2022 Honda online. Visit HondaKenosha.com. Haibu, a premier digital marketing firm. Supercharge your business with the help of Haibu. Learn more at highboo.com. And Gateway Technical College, where your success is their priority. With more than 70 career programs in areas like healthcare, advanced manufacturing, business, IT, and human and protective services, go to gtc.edu. Also, Kenosha County ADRC, a trusted resource since 1999. The ADRC is a no-cost, one-stop shop for older people, adults with disabilities, and their families. Call 262-605-6646. We get a lot of Miley Cyrus pumped into the building here during this timeout. Quite the facility here at Tarble Arena. I'm told that they're selling concessions down underneath our media booth. I'll have to go and snag some of those later. Both teams have played really well so far. Prairie has had great chances on offense where they've moved the ball quickly. Bradford's managed to capitalize on that, though, with a couple quick turnovers, been able to jump the passing lanes and generate speed going the other way. It's a bit of a hockey connoisseur myself. This is reminding me of 3-on-3 play in hockey, where once the rush gets going one way, it could be a couple minutes before things settle down. The game continues to go back and forth, one side to the other, until finally somebody manages to score. The tempo has been a treat to watch so far in this one. So 6:15 remain in the game as Prairie, rather the half, as Prairie leads by 3. Pass low, and she is fouled. Good bounce cast towards the top of the key. Not in the bonus yet, so Racine Prairie will inbound. Look at the passing around the perimeter. 4 different players touch it before that one hits the back of the rim, bounces way up, and is rebounded by Bradford. Shot from 3, and it's good. Number 22, Nevaeh Thomas with the 3. And it's answered right back. Number 23. I believe that was Sophie Lawler on the 3. Rather, it was a 2, my correction. Hard to keep track. Another bucket by Bradford, and this one is tied right back up. 3 buckets in the span of 30 seconds between both these teams. So we remain knotted at 24 all. Another 3. Rattles around and in. Risa Amarillo with the 3. Shooting has been on point for both of these teams in this first half, as there's another one. That one looks like it'll be tied up. Both teams look confident with their shots in this one. It's been hard to pick out the player on the floor who has struggled to shoot it so far in this half. Moves it, sets up for the shot. Looks like that one got deflected, and Prairie will have it going the other way. Look for another one of those long outlet passes, and the layup is good. Some Prairie seems to love those quick breakout passes. They'll throw the ball 30, 40, 50 feet down the court. If they can catch you sleeping, they'll take the easy bucket. Bradford players got defenders all over her. Gets her own rebound, puts it back with the opportunity for an and one here on the play. Nevaeh Thomas on the play. Two bounces before she puts up her free throw. That rebound is secured by Racine Prairie as they head back. That one appears to be a travel. So Bradford will take possession. Bradford trails by 3 here with 4 to go in the first half. From 3, air ball, so that will be Racine, Prairie's ball rather. It's worth noting that the way that both of these teams have scored, until this deficit reaches upwards of 10, 15, 20 points, there's really no reason for concern. Both these teams have shown that they could score in bunches. Nice one-handed pass in low. That is a travel heading back the other way. So Bradford, another open look. And that is, well, from my perspective, it looked as though that one had gone in. In reality, it just hit the bottom of the net. It's picked up by Racine Prairie. The player was then immediately fouled. So they will inbound from their own end. It's difficult. From my perspective, it looked as though that 3 attempt had gone in. Rather, it just grazed the front of the net. Number 11 here, Collier White. Moves the ball to her teammate, J.J. Barnes. She is fouled. So Prairie will maintain possession here, up 3. 3:10 to go in the half. Quick catch and shoot there. The ball hits the front of the rim. Then is stolen away on a pass back to the same player. Little tip pass there by Bradford. And they decide to reset. Number 11 buries it. Number 21, Ayanna Green with the 3. And another foul here by Bradford. I have to imagine Prairie is close to heading into the bonus here. Nice pass in low. Wide open look. Number 23, Sophie Lawler with the pass. Lee Jorgensen with the finish on that one. Way to find the open person down low. Shot from deep. Rattles out. Prairie takes it back. Look at the shoot in transition. That layup misses, but she gets her own board. And that one is carelessly turned over by Prairie. So Bradford will go back the other way. Shot from deep. That one rattles in and out. Good effort. Bradford still looking to pick up their first lead of the ball game here. 2 missed threes in successive possessions. Drives the lane. Gets the rebound. And Reese Amarillo buries it. Just under 2 minutes left to go in this half. That shot hits the backboard and is out. So Prairie will take it back the other way. Look at the pace this half has been played at. I gotta imagine both teams will be thankful for a halftime here, just under a minute and a half. Giving themselves a breather before the second half of this one. It's been an excellent game so far. That one's turned over by Prairie. Bradford seems content to take their time with this possession. Works it in low. That one's deflected out by Prairie. I'd like to remind you that both of these teams have maintained a pretty impressive pace so far in this game, despite the fact that neither team has a critical senior on their team. Both of these teams are led mostly by freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. As that one's put up, hits the front of the rim, and it's out. Under a minute to play here. Nice pass down low. But the layup is no good, and so Bradford heading back the other way with speed. Good pass, takes a step back. Tries for the layup. But it's number 11, I believe. rather 50. Angela Parker there, who was fouled, who will be shooting 2 for Bradford. Bit of chaos there underneath the net. Quick free throw shooter, hits the back rim, misses the first. I'd like to see a possession from both of these teams before the conclusion of our first half. That one a bit short, but bounces in. So Bradford down 3. This crowd got quite a bit louder as this first half has gone on. Brings it back wide. Sizes up her passing options. .15 on the clock. Find somebody in the corner. Rattles it around, and that's a foul. So Jorgensen will shoot 2 here with his likely Prairie's last possession of the half. Looks as though Prairie will go into halftime with the lead. We'll just have to wait and see by how much. Though Bradford's more than held their own so far in the first half here.
First shot is good.
Makes the first one. .3 left on the clock. Second shot is up. So that one will not count. They say she stepped over the line. So despite making that free throw, they call a line violation. So 1 for 2 on that trip. Bradford's going to have an opportunity for one more shot. 5 on the clock. See if they go for 2 here. That one rattles out and in. A zany bounce right there. As Bradford manages to cut the deficit to 2 at the end of the half. And so as we head into halftime, our score, Prairie 34, Bradford 32. We are going to take a quick break, and then we will come back with highlights of the first half here. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the 2021 Holiday Classic here with WGTD Sports. We'll be right back.
I see no defeat.
No defeat.
I have the best.
In me.
In me.
So I require the best.
Warriors like us.
We make our own. We make our own destiny.
We make our own destiny.
We push back in the face of adversity.
We turn up the heat. Is it in you too?
Make your move. Make your move.
Make your move.
Make your move.
How much excitement can you fit into a weekend? The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. The Passport has a versatile interior for active lifestyles. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
Here's to those who break the mold, to the few who dare to dream. We see you. We understand you. We are you. Bring your ambition to Gateway, and we'll supply the world-class training. Our facilities and programs are state-of-the-art, and our staff are experts in their fields. We're the #1 choice for those who want to be a part of something more. Put your ambition into motion at Gateway.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello. It's just a kind thing to do. Sometimes he wants friends, so you say hello. It all starts with hello. It might change the world and make everybody nicer. I don't know. Maybe it's just magic.
Maybe if you say hi to one person a day, think about the fact that you might be potentially changing that person's life for the better.
At the University of Wisconsin-Parkside, we're producing the next generation of leaders. Students studying biosciences, IT, business management, and digital design and fabrication will lead us into a new era of success, powered by bright young minds that solve problems and invent products. And it starts with choosing a university that's affordable, with small class sizes, in-demand programs, and excellent placement rates. See what the future looks like. Visit uwp.edu. Be at Parkside, the University of Wisconsin-Parkside.
Support for this broadcast comes from the Kenosha County Aging and Disability Resource Center. Whether you need information about Medicare, housing options, home care, or accessible transportation, the ADRC is the place to start. A trusted resource since 1999, the ADRC is a no-cost, one-stop shop for older people, adults with disabilities, and their families. Call 262-605-6646.
Cheers in the air here as we return to Tarble Arena for the second of 6 games for today's 2021 Doctors of Physical Therapy and Go Sports America Holiday Classic. Once again, I'm Jake Keefe here with you as a part of WGTD Sports Broadcasting the game. Let's take a look at some highlights from our first half. Great shooting from outside from Sun Valley. They're not Sun Valley, rather, we're seeing Prairie. Nice little outlet pass there. Racine Prairie has made a point of it all game, looking for those long outlet passes. Bradford's played a little bit grittier on offense, so through some of these highlights, we're going to see a lot of these 3 shots from Racine Prairie. But in reality, Bradford's had just as much success on offense. It's just been a little bit more physical, a little bit more down in the paint. But there is a beautiful 3 there from Bradford. And then the spin attempt, the rebound is picked up by Racine Prairie. And so heading into the half, Racine Prairie is up by 2. We've had a really exciting game so far in this first half. The tempo has been off the charts for both of these teams. Whoever continues to have success in transition, I think, is going to be the team that wins this game. You look at the way that Bradford has managed to force some of these turnovers on these Racine Prairie presses. Number 11, I believe, for Bradford has really made an effort to jump into those passing lanes, because if you can get those steals in transition, it's going to be hard for the other team to run you down, and they're going to be easy baskets. So look for Bradford to continue to stay aggressive. I expect they'll stress that. Prairie, on the other hand, meanwhile, needs to get more physical down low. Bradford's had success when they've passed the ball down into the paint. You need to make sure that you're winning those battles on the glass so you can get your offense to go back to work. Do your job on defense so you can go down on offense and continue to make those threes like they have all game. If I was going to give a team the edge based off the way they played in the first half, I'd have to give it to Racine Prairie. But Bradford continues to be physical and make these key opportunities on defense that they have so far, these steals in transition. They've got a great chance to come back and win this one in the second half. You want to make sure you're here for it, so don't go anywhere. We're going to take another quick break, and then we'll be back for the second half. I'm Jake Keefe. This is WGTD Sports.
I see no defeat.
No defeat.
I have the best
In me.
in me.
So I require the best.
Warriors like us.
We make our own. We make our own destiny.
We make our own destiny.
We push back in the face of adversity.
We turn up the heat. Is it in you too?
Make your move. Make your move.
Make your move.
Make your move.
How much excitement can you fit into a weekend? The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. The Passport has a versatile interior for active lifestyles. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
Here's to those who break the mold, to the few who dare to dream. We see you. We understand you. We are you. Bring your ambition to Gateway, and we'll supply the world-class training. Our facilities and programs are state-of-the-art, and our staff are experts in their fields. We're the #1 choice for those who want to be a part of something more. Put your ambition into motion at Gateway.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello. It's just a kind thing to do. Sometimes he wants friends, so you say hello. It all starts with hello. It might change the world and make everybody nicer. I don't know. Maybe it's just magic.
Maybe if you say hi to one person a day, think about the fact that you might be potentially changing that person's life for the better.
Before we get back for the second half of this game between the Bradford Red Devils and the Racine Prairie Hawks, I'm going to give you a couple players on both sides who've caught my eye so far early in this game. Racine Prairie, the connection between Kalye White and Yaramio has been really, really on point so far. It seems like they've really found each other for some great opportunities. One providing the assist and the other getting the bucket, whereas the front court, Nevaeh Thomas and Sadara Farmer has been fantastic so far for Bradford. They've been gritty down low, and you can expect that to continue. Bradford's going to battle back as Prairie gets the ball to start the second half. That one deflects out of bounds. So, of course, the two teams switch sides here. Prairie in the blue uniforms will be shooting on our right, whereas Bradford will be on our left. Good effort there on the inbound pass as they work it around the corner. Open shot from three, hits the front of the rim. The rebound is almost picked up by Bradford. Bradford takes it in transition. Ugly shot from far away. That one deflects off Bradford, so that will be Prairie ball. Once again, this is the 2021 Doctors of Physical Therapy and Go Sports America Holiday Classic, brought to you by WGTD Sports. Prairie working it around the perimeter, hits the front of the rim, but they get their own rebound back. I wouldn't have been surprised if both of these teams maybe slowed down a little bit coming out of the half, both in terms of the energy they expended in that first half and also their coaches trying to calm them down. Prairie with an air ball, so Bradford's heading back the other way. I don't think the pace that we saw from the first half might be sustainable. What an effort to try and keep the ball in bounds there. No luck from the Bradford player, but an incredible diving attempt there. That's number 21, Ayana Green. You'd love to see the hustle. Just hope you can keep it in next time if you're going to go down to the ground and try and recover that ball. Pass low into the post. That is going to be charged. That's going the other way. Good job by the Bradford defender to set her feet and take the charge. So Bradford will work their way up court. No scoring so far in the second half. Bradford still just down 2, looking for their first lead of the game. They've kept it close all game. That one misses. They get their second rebound, their third rebound. And they tie up underneath the basket. That is going to be Hawks' ball. Rather, somebody stepped out of bounds. So Prairie will regain possession here. $18-minute halves here at this level, so just a couple minutes into the second half. Prairie up 2. That one gets deflected, battled for, and fouled by Prairie. So that will be Bradford ball heading the other way. Both teams have put a lot of effort into securing those loose balls so far this game. We've seen multiple efforts, dives, jumping attempts along the sideline to maintain those possessions. This game's close. You're going to need them. Good shot in close, cannot get it to fall. Both teams struggling to score here through the first 2 minutes of this half. Number 5 with the shot, and it's good. Meg Decker, the freshman, pulls up. It's a nice shot in the corner. Not 3, but manages to give Prairie a 2-possession lead. That one, good effort on the pass. Manages to keep it in. High layup does not go. I believe that was number 11 there. Rather, number 10, Haley Christensen, who made the first stop on the ball going out of bounds. The second one, fortunately for her, remained Bradford ball. She didn't have to dive after the second one. So we've got some substitutions here for the Red Devils. Number 21 in the paint, pivots around. That is going to remain Bradford ball. Difficult to see what happened there. It looked as though she was fouled potentially. It looked as though she may have touched it last. Bradford's been a little loose with their passing so far in this half. Got to be careful with those. Shot from 3, and it's good. Nothing but net on the 3 from Christensen as Bradford closes it to a 1-point game. When the 3 juniors who started this game, they are going to have to step up if they're going to pull out a victory in this one. As Prairie coming back the other way. An air ball that's rebounded by Bradford. Bradford headed up court, looking for an opportunity to take the lead on this possession. Works it outside for 3, and it's good. Bradford with their first meaningful lead of the game. It's 2 points, and it's 38-36 Red Devils. It's a timeout for Racine Prairie as they are looking to reevaluate where they're at. They've lost the lead for the first time this game. I'd like to remind you that coverage of the 2021 Doctors of Physical Therapy and Go Sports America Holiday Classic, powered by WGTD Sports, is brought to you by, of course, Carthage College, clearly I didn't go to Carthage College, which guarantees graduation in 4 years to all students who meet criteria. Ranked one of the best values in the Midwest. Doctors of Physical Therapy. Get back to what you love doing with the care of DPD. Their specialists provide a treatment plan at getting you moving. Visit doctorofphysicaltherapy.com. Carthage EDU. And Wisco Huddle. Love high school sports? Subscribe to the Wisco Huddle, presented by the Racine County Eye, offering a free email newsletter for scores and briefs, or their paid newsletter to get features, in-depth coverage, and photo galleries. So Bradford coming out of the timeout with a bit of a press, but they've got numbers heading the other way. But the aggression works out. A bad opportunity there for Bradford. There's numbers sent back the other way, and a turnover. Both ends of the floor. Fast breaks aplenty here in this one between Racine Prairie and Bradford. So they pull up for the shot. That one misses. The rebound is secured by Bradford. A far cry from the first break game we had here today. The pace has been outstanding by both teams, and the score has reflected that. It's that one misses and is picked up by Racine Prairie. So the Hawks take it down the court. That one's blocked. Excellent effort there by Bradford. I believe that was number 22, Nevaeh Thomas with the block. Ooh, and a hard hit into the stanchion underneath the net. It looks like she's all right. It's Haley Christensen who tried the shot, took a really hard boy. You're lucky that stanchion's padded. It looks as though she's okay. You love to see Hannah Green come over and help her up immediately as she tries to sink these 2 free throw shots. After taking a shot like that, it's tough to refocus. But she gets a friendly bounce. She buries her first. Some substitutions. Christensen, the junior, be impressive if she can make both those shots after taking a hard hit like that. But that one rattles out, and an immediate foul by Bradford. The Hawks will maintain possession. Lady Red Devils bench in with us. There is a pick directly in front of their bench. Heck of a play. Stole the possession away from the Hawks. Drive the lane, and it just misses. So 22 will shoot 2. That's Nevaeh Thomas. Less of a friendly bounce there off the front of the rim. Breaks to the left. Second shot incoming. Not much of a routine. 2 bounces, and the second shot is good. Prairie has had so much success with that quick passing that I think this press by Bradford is paying dividends. What they're doing is, rather than letting Prairie set up in their own end, they're pressing, and so they're making them try to score in transition, and it's been effective so far. It's great coaching by the Bradford team, and so far it looks like it's working out as they continue to hold a 4-point lead with 13 minutes left to go in this half. A foul there. Some disgruntled audience members over that call. So Nevaeh Thomas will take 2 more shots from the free throw line. So the lead is 6 now for Kenosha Bradford. Yeah, look at how stifling this press is. The energy is there for Kenosha. It's not allowing easy looks for Prairie. Reese Armillo hits the 2, so the lead is cut to 4. Bradford is playing as though they're a team behind, but the pressure has led to them gaining the lead. And when misses, deflects off the Bradford player and is heading the other way. Sub here for Bradford. It'll be interesting to see how long they keep this pressure up on defense. You gotta wonder if it's sustainable for the next 12 minutes. But it's helped them build and grow a lead. Reese Armillo with a bad pass, turns it over. I believe it was number 25, Lily Jorgensen, who called for it. You could hear her say, actually, Reese, off the court. But unfortunately, the pass ran wide, so Bradford takes the ball going the other way. Good passing in low. That's a foul. Could not get it to go, so that will be another 2 foul shots for Bradford. Sinks her first. First one hits the front of the rim. Almost a blessing for Prairie in more ways than one. Not only did they miss the free throw, but it gives them an opportunity to set up their offense down the other end of the court. That pass is deflected. Number 5 with some room on the outside, continues to work it around. Thinks about pulling up, shooting herself. There she goes, takes a shot, and it's good. When Prairie set up their offense, they've had success all game. It's now getting to the point where they're having difficulty doing so. But if they can, they've got a good chance to regain the lead as Bradford passes that one into the post and gets the easy bucket. Good pass. That's a travel. Going back the other way. Hate to see a pass like that and in a turnover. We are going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Your score, Bradford 45, Prairie 40. This is the 2021 Holiday Classic brought to you by WGTD Sports.
I see no defeat.
No defeat.
I have the best.
In me.
In me.
So I require the best.
Warriors like us.
We make our own. We make our own destiny.
We make our own destiny.
We push back in the face of adversity.
We turn up the heat. Is it in you too?
Make your move. Make your move.
Make your move.
Make your move.
Support for this broadcast comes from the Kenosha County Aging and Disability Resource Center. Whether you need information about Medicare, housing options, home care, or accessible transportation, the ADRC is the place to start. A trusted resource since 1999, the ADRC is a no-cost, one-stop shop for older people, adults with disabilities, and their families. Call 262-605-6646.
It's a 5-point lead for Kenosha Bradford as we head out of that timeout. 45-40 with just a bit over 11 minutes to play here on WGTD Sports. The second of 6 games we've got for you. The last of the ladies' games here between Bradford and Prairie. Tune back into our next stream after this. You can catch the Ruther Bulldogs take on the Shoreland Lutheran Pacers. So that one is passed in low and scored by Bradford, who have extended their lead to 7. Prairie barely manages to hang on to that possession. But good passing. They work it in low. That one's blocked by Bradford. If I'm the Racine Prairie coaching staff, I consider telling my team, hey, they've got the pressure on us in our own end. Let's slow things down once we get the ball up court. Move the ball past half court. And as that one's a foul. Move the ball past half court and then set up our offense. We were taking good shots for the whole first half. Just need to work on staying patient. Just because you've got the court ahead of you doesn't mean you need to rush a shot. First free throw is good. It's number 11, Collier White. Silence from the Tarbell Arena crowd on the second shot. That one misses. Prairie playing a zone defense. As Bradford works the ball around. That shot, an air ball. It still managed to be recovered by Bradford. Kicks it out. Sort of a funny shot there. Got stripped on the first attempt, went up on the second attempt, and managed to get the bucket. And it's evident now, Bradford is utilizing their speed and aggression to shut down this Prairie offense. When they manage to break out of it, though, as that one misses, they've had success. Good spin move there into a shot. But the board is picked up by Bradford. Slowly starting to develop a lead here, up by 8. Haley Christensen took a hard shot earlier with the handles. Open look from 3. That one misses. Gets it back and the foul in. 1. Sedera Farmer with the bucket and the finish. So that will be a timeout. I'd like to remind you that coverage of the 2021 Doctors of Physical Therapy and Go Sports America Holiday Classic, powered by WGTD Sports, is presented by UW Parkside, a student centered university with a 19-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio and 100% of the classes taught by professors, not teaching aides. Go to uwp.edu. And Gateway Technical College, where your success is their priority. More than 70 career programs in areas like healthcare, advanced manufacturing, business, IT, human and protective services. Go to gtz.edu. My memory serves correct, we've got our first double-digit lead of the game as Bradford leads Prairie 51-41. Prairie has had difficulty, scored less than 10 points since the start of the second half. They've really had trouble because Bradford has really turned up the aggression here in the second half. Critical timeout here. If you're Prairie, I think you need to adjust. Figure out some creative inbound plays. Give your players space. Bradford looks to shoot. So that free throw is good. Good inbound pass. Almost bobbled. So that's a travel, and that's going to be going back the other way. Racine Prairie rather, has had too many turnovers on the fast break. It seems as though they're getting these open looks now. They're moving the ball up court, but it's when they've got numbers, when they're 2-on-1 or they're 3-on-1, they make the careless pass. They turn the ball over. And so even though they're benefiting from the advantages of this Bradford press, they're still making those mistakes once they head down the court. So a foul here leads to more Bradford free throws. Bradford's done a good job at the line so far this game. Both teams, in fact, have shot well from the line. It's the first of 2 falls. And this second shot is good. So a 13-point lead here for Racine Prairie. Good pass down low. Lily Jorgensen with the assist there. Then Barnes with a good finish. Prairie now showing a bit of a press on the other end of the floor. Leads to a bad pass, and that's going to be going the other way. It's not broken, don't fix it, but it's looking like Racine is beginning to find out some solutions to this Bradford defense. There's a foul. So Prairie will shoot 2 here. Three bounces on the free throw attempt and a miss off the front of the rim. as Prairie goes to shoot their second. There's the second. So 1 for 2 from that attempt from the line. So we will take a quick timeout here. 8:22 remaining in this game. Bradford up by 10. I'd like to remind you that I hope you've had a good Monday so far, but we're just getting started here with the basketball action, the second of our 6 games. Give you a little bit of a rundown on the rest of the schedule we've got for the rest of the day. The boys' games start at 3 o'clock. Ruther will take on Shortland Lutheran. The Bulldogs will play the Pacers. 4:30, we've got the Burlington Demons faced off against the Tremper Trojans. That game starts at 4:30. 6:15, Indian Trail. The boys will be taking on Union Grove. We saw the Indian Trail's girls team take a tough loss in our first matchup of the day. They will take on Union Grove. And our nightcap game will be the St. Joe's Lancers taking on the Bradford Red Devils. Bradford will be looking to go 2-0, pending a successful hold to this lead after the conclusion of this game. So 8:22 to go here in the second half. Bradford up by 10. They will inbound. Bradford player knocked down on the inbound. Successful pressure there by Racine, and they get the easy bucket. Almost another steal. And that ball goes out of bounds. Prairie fired up out of the timeout. 2 quick turnovers and a bucket. Means that Prairie has shrunk this lead from 8 to 6 with possession. Open look. That one misses. Good effort there. Drives the length of the court, picks up her own rebound, and gets her putback. That's number 22, Nevaeh Thomas. Did everything on her own there. Quick pass for 3. That one misses. Good effort, though. It's a tie-up. Be going the other way. Seven and a half to go. Prairie will need to start being aggressive here. It's the first time all game where they've been behind. Another strip. Quick pass. And that one's a foul. Number 5, Meg Decker with the steal, then got knocked down. She's all smiles, though. She's doing all right. 3 turnovers over the course of the last minute by Bradford on the inbound. Racine Prairie says, oh, yeah, you can press on our end of the court. We can do that, too. Nice pass. Easy layup. Can't get it to go. As Bradford retains possession. Nice pass into the post, and she's fouled. So Sadara Farmer will shoot 2 free throws. Front of the rim on the first one. Lead has hovered around 10 points for a few minutes now for Bradford. But you get the sense that just maybe the momentum has shifted as she makes her second of 2 free throws, up 11 now. And it looks as though Bradford has backed off the pressure they've had over the course of the first half of this end period. With a layup that misses, the rebound is brought down. Number 23 fouled hard there in the paint. Secures the defensive rebound, takes the foul, pays the price for it. Look at that, got the arm caught up and then got pushed over by the other team. Bradford looks to be in the bonus. So this will, I believe, be a 1-and-1. No, 2 shots here for Bradford. So they make the first. More bright kicks of the Sedera Farmer. The blue trim with the yellow. Helps her make both. Sun Prairie pulls up for a shot, but Bradford comes down with the rebound. Good fight, though. Racine Prairie tries to force the turnover. Instead, ends up fouled. So they will inbound along their baseline. Good inbound play there. It's the easy layup under the basket. So we will see now. Bradford gets the open look under the net and a hard foul. The physicality is ramped up on both sides here in the second half. We've seen a few players take a tumble this game. It's a hard foul, but a clean one. Just making an effort to stop the basket. So the first free throw, arcing, but just a bit short. Second free throw is good. 60-48 our score. 6:15 to play here in the second half. Nice lob pass there along the corner. For 3. Bounces in out, but a good board there by Prairie. They take the foul. And they will go to the line. Number 25, Lily Jorgensen, came off the bench in this game, but has been one of the key performers for Prairie in this one. First of 2. The second shot misses, but the looks as though she never hit the rim. So that one will be Bradford ball. Good effort there to be ready to play the rebound, but did not even graze the rim, and so Bradford will take possession. Both of these teams have had difficulty with a pressing defense over the course of this game. That's a blocking foul, and that's going back the other way. Another instance where 2 players have hit the deck hard. Prairie will take it, though, for the free possession. Number 20, that is going to be Morgan Smith, tried to set the screen, but it led to a blocking foul. And so Prairie works their way up court. Only down 11, but time is starting to become their enemy here. 5.5 to go for the 3, and that one's good. Down to 8. It's number 5, the freshman, Meg Decker. That one's deflected, but remains Bradford ball. As I was saying earlier, both teams have had issues with this full court press. Problem with something like this is it takes some time to adjust to in a game. You don't see it very often. It's something that's difficult to practice for. So when it comes up in a game, you've got to make sure you're ready for it. It's taken both of these teams a little bit of time to adjust. Foul there against Prairie, and so Bradford will go back to the line. Bradford has made their free throws today. They've made it difficult to get points back by the foul. Commentator cheeks there. She misses the first. Number 22, Nevaeh Thomas, looking to shoot her second. And that one is good. Bradford continues to hold a 9-point lead over Prairie. Quick shot in the corner. That one's short. Rebounded by Bradford. With the exception of a few turnovers around the midway point of this half, Bradford's done an excellent job managing this game. They've stayed patient. They were down at the half, but they took the lead and they've held on to it. What an effort for the reverse layup, but it's rebounded by Prairie. Long pass up court, caught and laid up. That one's gorgeous. We're going to get another look at that one later. What a rebound is. Another pass is thrown down court, and that layup is good. Offense in transition from both teams there. It's a wash. Bradford maintains a 9-point lead. Number 11, Kylie White with the ball, passes it off. And Prairie will call a timeout. We'll take our last timeout here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is WGTD Sports.
At the University of Wisconsin-Parkside, we're producing the next generation of leaders. Students studying biosciences, IT, business management, and digital design and fabrication will lead us into a new era of success, powered by bright young minds that solve problems and invent products. And it starts with choosing a university that's affordable, with small class sizes, in-demand programs, and excellent placement rates. See what the future looks like. Visit uwp.edu. Be at Parkside, the University of Wisconsin-Parkside.
Bradford, as we are back here on WGTD Sports, but it's anybody's game in this contest between the Lady Red Devils and the Prairie Hawks. First two games of the 2021 Go Sports America Holiday Classic have been a treat. Of course, we saw Indian Trail win the first game by a score of 54-34. Now Bradford looking to close this one out, a 9-point lead here. 4:15 left to play. Very nice pass down low. High arcing shot does not go. Time is of the essence for Prairie. They can still likely take their time on defense if it means they're getting stops, but they've got to be a little bit quicker on the offensive end. Nice strip. Got to get there. Just steps out, and that is going to go back the other way. Heck of an effort there by number 24. That's J.J. Barnes, but she just steps on the line, so unable to keep it in. So Bradford with 3.5 to play, more than taking their time. Shot from the perimeter, rattles in and out. That would have been a killer for Prairie, but they're going the other way. Down 9, one-handed pass. Cut inside, nothing doing. Take a 2-1 on these offensive possessions. You got to get a shot at some point. There it is, top of the circle, and she hits it. Number 24, J.J. Barnes, and the lead is 6. .240 and counting here. Pulls up for the shot, hits the front of the rim. Prairie player gets it out, finds the open shooter, and that one's good. The lead is down to 4. That pass is going to be over, and that is going to be Prairie ball once again. We said it a couple minutes ago, and they've executed it to perfection. They've taken their time on defense. They've gotten the stops they've needed to, and they've scored their baskets on offense. For three. Hits the back of the rim, but the rebound's picked up. Layup. And a foul. And so that will go back the other way. 2 more foul shots for Bradford. Double bonus for Bradford. Prairie has kept this game close enough where they will likely have the option to foul and potentially generate extra possessions at the end of this game. But the way Bradford's been shooting their free throws, first one goes. And the second one is good. Back out to 6. 2 minutes to play here at Tarbell Arena. Bradford 65, Prairie 59. Nice little give and go pass there. The layup does not go. Picks up the rebound. And that one is smothered out by the Bradford defense. Minute 40. And the clock is running. That is a timeout by Bradford. Exactly 90 seconds left to go in the game. Prairie's in this, but they're going to need to hit their shots down the stretch. Somebody to keep an eye on down the stretch for both teams. Haley Christensen has been really good for Bradford. She might be the one to force a turnover potentially if she comes out on the floor here. Meanwhile, the freshman, Meg Decker, has played hard minutes for Racine Prairie. I would not be surprised to see her make some critical plays here down the stretch. Not quite a full house here at Tarbell Arena, but it's gotten louder as the game has gone on. We've got quite the fan base from both of these teams here, ready to make an impact as this game winds down. So the teams break their respective huddles. Once again, I'd like to remind you, you are watching the 2021 Holiday Classic, brought to you by WGTD Sports. It's been a great one. Gets a turnover on the inbound. That pass is a little too high. Quick pass in transition. Easy bucket and the foul. Chance for the and one. Prairie could cut this lead to 3. Good passing across the board from the Racine Prairie team. Lily Jorgensen has made big shots all game. She's got an opportunity to cut this to a one-possession game with 1:21 left to go here. High bounce. Opportunity for the offensive board for Prairie, but they don't get it. Lead is still 4, 1:15 and counting. That's a foul. Bradford's in a good spot. Nevaeh Thomas, who's been one of their more physical ball carriers, seems like she's had a lot of success at the free throw line. It's rare you get both those qualities in a player. She hits her first. Both are good. Kenosha Bradford lead back out to 6. Prairie looking to make up some ground. That shot rattles in and out. Are they going to get the board back? Good hustle from both teams, but Bradford's got it in transition. Easy layup, and it's good. Clock is running, 8-point lead for Bradford. Prairie's going to need to start shooting some threes maybe if they're going to make up some ground here. There's a foul. 2 foul shots on the way for Racine Prairie. 47.7 left to go in the game. This is still not over. If Prairie can force turnovers like they did earlier in this half, they've shown that they can steal some possessions and get some free points quickly. Makes the first. Racine Prairie got to be looking for the offensive board here. Second shot. That's good. Quick inbound by Bradford and a foul. A hard one, too. On the downside, it's a foul. You've got to face another 2 free throw shots from your opposition, but it only took about a second off the clock between that possession. So if you can get some misses here out of Bradford. Makes the first. Prairie's still in good shape. You're looking to keep this game within that 7, 8, 9-point range. But you got to score quick on offense. 8-point lead. Can't take this long on possessions. Need the 3, and you need it now. That one misses. There's a tie-up. That one's going to be Prairie ball. Just a hair under 30 seconds here remaining in the game. Looks like this one's going to be a timeout. I'd like to remind you once more, stay tuned after this one. We've got highlights for you. And then following this game, we've got our first of the boys matchups between the Luther Bulldogs and the Luther Shortland Pacers. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, Honda Kenosha, Haibu, Carthage College, University of Wisconsin Parkside, Gateway, the ADRC, Doctors of Physical Therapy. So 30 seconds to play here. And there's a hard foul there. Both players hit the deck once more. And Prairie will shoot too. Three bounces and the first shot goes. If you're Prairie, you've got to get set up for the inbound right away here. You need to force a turnover. So the second shot goes. And a foul. I struggle to imagine Prairie is going to catch up playing the free throw game like this on Bradford. They've had so much success in the line. First shot goes. High scoring game between both of these teams, 72-65. Bradford with the lead of 7. And that one rattles in, pushes it to 8, 25 seconds left to go. So Prairie looks as though they're trying to get a strong possession or two to end the game here. Open look from 3. That one got blocked. Can't get the rebound. 1 second left. And that will be it. So Bradford manages to hang on at the end. Prairie pushes the lead down to 4, but our final score will be Bradford 73, Prairie 65. Stick around, we've got highlights for you and a presentation of the player of the game.
All right, let's give a round of applause for this good girls game that just happened. Both teams played phenomenal. Prairie Hawks, Bradford Red Devils, nice game. In this game, we had to choose a girl for player of the game, and that one would be number 22, Nevaeh Thomas. 33 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks for player of the game.
33 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks. And she was excellent at the free throw line to close the game out for Bradford. Well deserved.
On our next game.
All right, so let's tackle some highlights from that second half. This game was not led by Bradford for most of the first half. In fact, it was Sun Prairie who had the success early on. Rather, Racine Prairie. Racine Prairie came out firing to start the half, but it wasn't until Bradford really ramped up the pressure. Here's Prairie with a couple of those key turnovers that they had to try and cut the Bradford deficit. Another beautiful one-handed outlet pass for the bucket. And then back in transition the other way. Both teams shot well all game, but it was Bradford's ability at the line. An excellent effort to close this one out that led to them being victorious in this game. So that one is the second of 6 games. We're a third of the way done with our day. I hope you've enjoyed the girls' slate of games that we've had. Now we move on to the boys' portion of this event. Our first game we're going to have for you in just a few minutes. The Luther Bulldogs are going to take on Shoreland Lutheran. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with that. This has been Jake Keefe with WGTD Sports. You're watching the 2021 Holiday Classic.